What's up, everybody? The Ones Who Live wrapped up this week with a monster episode. There will be spoilers. Here are my breakdowns, so you've been warned. Now let's get into the finale. I'm going to start here with the story and how the show wrapped up. Then I'll go over what I liked and didn't like in the finale and just in the season overall. This episode opened with the lead up to our final mission: Rick and Michonne infiltrating the Cascadia base, getting the file in Alexandria, and getting home. Once Rick walks through those front gates, Michonne then sneaks her way in, being a badass while doing it, as she climbs a tree to evade a patrol and hop over the fence. She breaks into Jadis's office, where the file is, and destroys it. So, problem solved, right? Nope. As she goes to leave the office, a troop comes by, and Michonne has to take him down in what was uh one of the better fights in this show. While all that's going on, Rick is getting his the echelon briefing, the big briefing for the CRM. He finally made it, and both he and us, honestly, as the audience, are learning more about the CRM. Beale reveals that early on sacrifices were made, and he sacrificed Pittsburgh, the entire city, in order to save Philadelphia, where they're now located. And he owns up to gassing Omaha with plans in motion to do the same to Portland. Rick, floored by what he's learning, snaps and attacks Beale, throwing a knife into him as another really cool fight breaks out. They go at it for a bit, then Rick gets the upper hand and kills Beale with his own sword. Then, as Rick is moving the bloody body away, a soldier who's in the elevator with him notices Beale's blood dripping out of the tub and then attacks Rick. The middle of the episode was just action, 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 and it was good action too. But this one, it was a classic, bloody Rick Grimes fight, and I loved it. With all that taken care of, Rick and Michonne set up their big bang of blowing the chlorine gas uh, that they're going to use on Portland before it can be used. And with the walkers they have, one of them being Beale, they have them as I like to call them walker timers, set as they go to escape. But as they're getting out, Thorne stops them after realizing that Rick had been using her, and she's furious. There's a there's a bit of a standoff before the walker timers creep far enough away to pull the pins, and as the couple dive under a tarp, the base is engulfed by both the explosion and the chlorine gas being released as a result of that explosion. Thorne was able to survive it, however, and she gets Rick cornered by a bunch of walkers when Michonne attacks her in what turned out to be yet another great fight in this episode. Michonne is able to take her down because, she's Michonne, and much like Jadis, Thorne kind of finds her good side on Death's doorstep, giving Rick her mask and admitting that Okafor was right. The episode ends as the Civic Republic, which is like the government of the CRM military, is making big changes amidst its discovery of the military's doings. One of those is free travel, so Rick and Michonne are headed home as we see them together as a complete family, kids and all, once again. Let's go ahead and get my cons out of the way here so I can gush about the episode and the season as a whole. First thing here is going to be the first 10 to 15 minutes or so of the finale. I was really truly scared the show was going to go five straight good to great, arguably great, all of them, episodes, then lose its magic in the finale. But after a weak start, which, like I mentioned, that first 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes at the most, it was able to save itself. Then there's the CRM itself. I was really, really trying to find a way to like this group as an adversary in this universe, but I just couldn't. Even after I even went and watched World Beyond last week finally, and I just got nothing from them as a threat. But that's all I've got for my con section, so let's get right into the pro section. Kicking this section off is going to be the action scenes. This is something I hadn't been very happy with throughout the entire show so far, but they stepped it up here in the finale, and they were also shot better here in the finale, so that helps make them look even better than they are when they're being done. I was very, very pleased in that regard finally. There was also the end of this episode. The middle, it was fun with all the action. I mean, it was action, action, action. Like I said, that was fun. But the end of the episode, from about Thorne's death to the family reuniting and Rick seeing Judith again and all of them, it was just perfect. I even honest to God, I shed a tear when Rick saw the kids finally. Then, to wrap it up, I loved this story. I liked how we were kind of cutting in and out of Rick and Michonne the night before all this goes down while they're doing during the day, and just the way they wrap it up, as I said, it was just beautiful. And so that'll do it for my breakdown on the finale of The Ones Who Live, and just for my breakdowns on the season. It was a really great season, and oh boy, I really hope this universe continues its dominance with Daryl Season 2, which I'll be covering here on the channel as well, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what you thought of this episode and the show as a whole down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.